This is Geno Reynolds from The Real Opinion here with the three-time World Heavyweight Champion, Diamond Dallas Page. How you doing, DDP?
Unstoppable, Geno. How about you, man?
I'm doing okay. Now, we'll talk wrestling in a minute, but I want to talk about DDP Yoga first. How did all of that start?
Out of necessity. I blew my back out bad at 42 when I was wrestling for WCW, but you have to understand I didn't start wrestling until I was 35. My career didn't take off until I was 40. That was in 1996. 97, 98, I was on top of the world, and then boom, I blew my back out. I was the guy who wouldn't be caught dead doing yoga, but it was necessity, so I tried it. I tell you, I was so happy I did, because I could feel in the first 3 weeks of flexibility and core strength coming back. I had to get rid of all the spiritual mumbo jumbo because that just didn't work for me. Not that there's anything wrong with that. You know, it just didn't work for me. And then I started taking those yoga positions and mix them with the rehab. I've rehabbed both my shoulders, both my knees from surgeries. Now I just added it into my back. So I added all those rehab moves in, old school calisthenics, push-ups, squats, crunches, and then I added something I call dynamic resistance. And what that is the engaging of muscles as you're moving. And every time you engage a muscle, your heart's got to beat faster to get the blood to the muscle. So when it's all said and done, DDP Yoga is kick-ass cardio. It will dramatically increase your flexibility and your core strength conditioning with minimal joint impact.
So you started the accountability crib. And of course, Jake's over here and you have Scott Hall. How did all that start and how are the guys doing?
They're doing amazing. DDP's accountability crib is just really my house. And we're filming a movie there, a documentary. It started out just about Jake. It started out as the resurrection of Jake the Snake. And then things just started happening, man. And so many other people started coming into the picture. The movie's title changed to It's Never Too Late. The underlining score, the resurrection of Jake the Snake and Scott Hall. They both came in knowing no booze, no drugs, no pills, unless doctors total supervision. They're doing them great. Jake's got he's sober over 5 or 6 months now. No drugs, crack, cocaine, whatever, for I think 7 or 8 months. And Scott Hall's over 90 days, just booze and pill free, which is pretty amazing. And he just came off of a hip surgery. He was taking some painkillers, but he didn't want to take them, and it's affected his stomach. And I couldn't believe he took like hardly any. Blew my mind.
Now, you've had some great matches and some great feuds throughout your career. What was your favorite and why?
Randy Savage, without question. It was 1997 Feud of the Year. It blew my career through the roof. It was an amazing time. It was just an amazing time. And I was blessed with a lot of good fortune, and the fans really took to Diamond Dallas Page. And that was, that's what's made this whole DDP yoga thing even possible,
On a personal note, I was at Page Savage 2 in Moline. It's still one of my favorite live matches to this day.
I got knocked out in that match, was walking backstage, looked at Kimberly and go, "Did I just wrestle?" And she said, "What?" I said, "Did I just wrestle?" She goes, "Paige, you're scaring me." I go, "What the beep, beep, beep? Where are is Nitro? What's the deal?" She goes, "No, it's the Great American Bash." I go, "Oh God, what happened?" And then I found out, we went through the match, but as soon as I got done with that match, and because I got knocked out in the match, Randy landed on my face, and I sat up. I took Scott Hall, hit me with a belt, hit me with his finish, then I took Randy's finish. I sat up. Thank God the lights went dark, or the house went dark, meaning that no more cameras, being filmed. I sat up, fell through this, throw through the ropes, gave them both the #1 sign, and walked to the back. They were so mad coming back there. When they walked out, I had a table in front of me, and they go, "You son, what the blah, 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 blah." I go, "Dude, I was knocked out." I threw the table out of the way and said, "If you don't believe me, let's go." I was knocked out. Next day, my face was out the ear.
Was there anybody back in the day that you wanted to work with but didn't get a chance to?
I would love to work with Stone Cold. He's one of my best friends. Always has. Would love to work with him. Of course, I would love to work The Rock. I should have done the People's Champion versus People's Champion when I went to WWE. My mistake.
You are the original People's Champion.
Yeah, I love Rock. I think he's awesome. I think what he did for the business and what he's continuing to do is awesome. And I would love to work with Shawn Michaels. I think he was one of the greatest technicians ever, if not the best. And by the way, the very first guy to do DDP yoga.
What did you feel about WCW bringing in celebrities and, say, putting on the belts on them?
Well, putting on the belt on David Arquette was a huge, huge mistake, but David didn't want it either. And he gets a lot of heat about that. What most people don't know, so I'm going to tell you, when David Arquette got the money that he made, I can't remember, maybe 10 grand or whatever, he gave it to Melanie Pillman when Pillman's wife died.
Yeah.
You know, so David Arquette's a solid cat.
Moving on to WWE, do you think that they utilize the WCW guys well?
Come on, are you even going to ask me that stupid question?
I just want to hear your response.
It's a stupid question. If you watch wrestling, it's a stupid question. So
That's about what I expected to hear.
Okay.
What was your absolute favorite moment of your career?
There's no one favorite moment. It would have to be, being awarded the world title for the first time. There was a bunch of nobodies in the ring that day. Sting, Flair, Hogan. To be out of that group and walk out of that the world champion, said a lot for my career, man. Scott Hall taking the diamond cutter when the NWO was killing everyone, and I put that shirt on him and hugged Kev, and Scott gave me the old pat and shook hands, and when he went away, I pulled him in the cutter. The roof exploded in New Orleans. That was amazing. And I guess the first time Randy Savage, I ever beat him, and that actually was the night before the pay-per-view, and that was a really special moment because, again, no one saw that coming.
Is there anybody that you would like to work with from today's superstars?
Only one, Randy Orton.
No CM Punk?
I think CM's awesome. No, I would. But there's only one guy I would love to work with CM Punk. I think we would have had some really great matches. I think he's a great talent. But there's only one guy I'd go back for. It'll never happen, but it's fun to think about.
Diamond Cutter versus the RKO?
Absolutely, man. And I think you'd probably see a few of them that night.
Where can people get more information on DDP Yoga?
If you want to start to own your life and stop letting things hold you down, and so many people in America have given up hope on so many levels, and that disabled veteran that I helped walk again, lose those knee braces and back brace, lose 140 pounds and run. That guy I gave him hope, he gave millions hope. If you want a piece of that, go to ddpyoga.com and invest in your own future, because the people that I have there really give a damn, and that's the way it is. DDP Yoga, it ain't your mama's yoga.
DDP, thank you very much for your time. I'm a big fan, and I really appreciate it.
It's been your pleasure.
This has been Geno Reynolds with the three-time heavyweight champion of the world, Diamond Dallas Page. Until next time.